Hello, welcome to Logan's Story, and before the video starts, I would like to let you know that these very videos you're about to see at the beginning and at the end are by a YouTuber named Eddington Mall. Go to his channel, it's BEM. I'll link it in the description below. These exactly are where I got the photos and videos from. Just the videos, I don't have any photos. But the videos, I got it from this site. It'll be in the description below. If you want to check out his videos, go ahead. They were royalty free, they were free use, so I took them and put them on the video. So hopefully I won't get copyrighted because they said they were royalty and copyright free. So go ahead and check out at Best Eddington Mall and enjoy the video. What's up? Welcome to Logan's Story, and today let's talk about the wonders of each land in Disneyland. I have to make this kind of a quick video, so we're just going to do Disneyland. We're going to talk about Adventureland, Tomorrowland, Frontierland, and Fantasyland, and just like a brief interlude of what makes each land so specific. So in this video, we're going to talk a lot about the theming of the park in terms of, Fantasyland and that of Frontierland and that of Tomorrowland, and just each of the theming that goes into play and why it's so important. Even like we'll put in Galaxy's Edge as well. So let's get to it. Alright, so Adventureland is probably one of my favorite lands. Adventureland has this sense of theming that I think goes beyond any sense of theming in a park, in a land, and specifically. So what makes Adventureland even more interesting is it has the sense of you transport it to this kind of jungle. That's the first initial thing I thought of it, when you transport from like this Main Street USA into this jungle. That's something that's amazing. When you see more of that, I think it's like pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. You go there, it's pretty chill. You have the Indiana Jones over here, Jungle Cruise over here on the other side of Indiana Jones, and you have Tarzan's treehouse, which, by the way, I have not been up in like 10 years. Like, I haven't climbed up the treehouse in like 10 years, which is sort of insane. So there's just every aspect of Adventureland that you really need to keep an eye on, because there's even like Adventureland in Disney World, even though it's small, it still has that very widespread, aspiration that Walt Disney was going for in terms of bringing you into the sense of the jungle and bringing you into the sense of what, you would say in the Jungle Book with Mowgli and all his animal friends. Except for Shere Khan. He's not a friend of Mowgli. So maybe not every animal's a friend. Also Kaa. Kaa's kind of snaky. Anyway, let's get on to the next land. Frontierland. Now, even though this land is relatively small as well, it has some level of, it just has some level of interesting factors to it, because there's a whole hold down. There's a whole, showroom and things like you could get ice cream, you could watch a show, not the Hoop-Dee-Doo review, but you could watch a show on the stage. You go inside, you go in the back, there's all these shops. And in this idea of Frontier, you have not just like cowboys and Native Americans. There's a sense of relativity that brings you into the sense of the frontier, which is normally what you would see on House of the Prairie, or really any show that shows you the frontier, which is like Old West. So this third park, or the third land I want to talk about, is that of Tomorrowland. And I think Tomorrowland, even though it's kind of like trying to be something, it's relatively argued that it's really kind of in the shadow. I mean, not in the shadow, but like it's really kind of in this realm of like not being finished, but being finished. It's like it's in between. It's not finished, but it's finished. You know what I mean? You know the little thing on the top where you see like the little thing that rotates and the track and stuff on when you walk in, you see all that stuff up there? What are they doing with that? You know what I mean? But then they have Space Mountain, which is a badass ride. Then they have what's it called? Star Tours, they have the Autopia, they have Finding Nemo. They have all these different rides that really speak over into this realm of animosity. And it's like a future kind of thing, because how many theme parks do you know of that have submarines in a huge huge pool of water that has submarines going through it? How many theme parks do you know that do that? I'm just saying. There's not a lot of theme parks that go out of their way to make something like that happen and have a bunch of cars even on a track. You know that Autopia used to be a trackless system. You used to go free well. Just look it up. Look up old videos of Disney. They used to have no tracks, and it was. Can you imagine what kids would do on that, bro? Kids today, ooh, they would go crazy. Good on you, Disney, for putting that track system. Tomorrowland is in works, and I think it's a great park. I think it's a relatively great park. It's just, I wish I could just keep expanding on the future. Like, make the future something so grand. And that whole interventions thing, you gotta change that into, like, a better interventions thing than just having to be, like, a character meetup. But then again, it's cool that they have the Star Wars characters there, but they also have the Star Wars characters in Galaxy's Edge. Which leads me to my next one. Galaxy's Edge. I like this park a lot, mainly because of the little Coke bottles and the blue milk. I think the blue milk is amazing. I actually got a... Where is it? I think I lost it. I lost that cup. I lost the cup! Damn it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I wasted my money on this. It's a pretty... Whoa, shit. It's pretty cool. I usually drink water from it now. But it's one of the blue milk canteens. And it's pretty cool. And I like drinking blue milk. It's pretty bomb. It's pretty bomb, Steve. It's pretty bomb. You need to try the blue milk. The blue milk is pretty bomb. Try the blue milk, Steve. The blue milk is pretty bomb. Alright. But the blue milk is really good. And not just that, but here's the thing about the Millennium Falcon ride, dude. Everyone loves it. I'm like so with it. Because everyone's like, oh, the visual effects are so awesome. You're gonna be, oh my gosh, you're gonna be brought in this world. It's gonna be awesome. And I'm just like, the visual effects look okay, you know. No, don't get me wrong. Disney is like the champion of visual effects. But for this one, I just felt like, you know, maybe it's just because it's the first ride I rode that day, and I was kind of already tired. And also, it wasn't relatively a long line, which is a surprise to me because I thought this ride was gonna be like long. Galaxy's Edge, I think, is one of the best parks, but I think it's relatively small, and I think I like that it's relatively small, just like every park. And if you really think about it, really every land in this park is relatively small. You know, it's not like a vast land. Because, you know, Disneyland is built in an orange grove, so, and in California is so congested with everyone, where it's not like you could build anything from scratch anywhere. Like if you went to, now a lot of Midwest states and Southern states are not gonna let Disney do this, or anything park for that matter. But if they were allowed to build on like a huge field of land, it'd be crazy. But Disney would do a lot. It'd be like if Disney was intending to take over the United States and the world. Like, I don't think you understand. I mean, think about it. They're buying everything. Pretty soon they're going to buy the moon. Anyway, back to Galaxy's Edge. It's a good park. And I think it's going to be one of those things that is going to be expanded. And it's going to be a beloved park. You know what I mean? Because once they get more characters in there, once they get an old Han Solo, once they get an old Princess Leia, once they get a Poe, once they get a Finn, I know how you guys feel about Finn, but I don't give a frick, because Finn is my favorite character. He's just misunderstood, and you guys need to freaking chill out. Once they get a Jar Jar Binks in there somewhere, they have to get it. I mean, they can't, because it's like Jar Jar Binks is probably dead. Or is he? We don't know about that yet. I know J.J. Abrams keeps joking about the fact that Jar Jar Binks is actually Snoke, but what if he is? What if Jar Jar Binks is watching us right now? Next land. Fantasyland is probably one of my favorite lands. I probably like this land, Fantasyland, more in Florida, because it's expansive. Let me tell you, there's an aerial ride, there's a freaking restaurant dedicated to Beauty and the Beast, there's a Seven Dwarfs Mine Train was probably the best damn ride I've ever ridden in my life. In my life! You will never see a ride like this ever, anywhere. And you will, It's like, hi-ho, it's home to work we go. Do, 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 do. Oh wait, it's hi-ho, it's home from work we go. Do, 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 do. Hi-ho, hi-ho. But it's more expansive, there's much more to do. There's a whole land dedicated to Dumbo, which is pretty cool. It's like a circus kind of thing, and there's 2 Dumbo rides on each side of the circus. You go inside, they have a whole train, like Casey Jr. thing, that's a water park. I like the Fantasyland over there, but the Fantasyland over here is pretty cool. I grew up with it. It's just even more, it's different now, you know? There's a lot more, there's just, first of all, one gripe I have with it. Fantasyland has the world's longest lines. Like, to get on Peter Pan, I'll probably be like 27 by the time I'm on the ride. And at the time I'm on Pinocchio, I'll probably be 30. By the time I'm on Snow White, which I don't really like Snow White because it freaks me the hell out, but by the time I'm on Snow White, I'll probably be like 31. No, I'll probably still be 30, because that ride doesn't really have that long of a line. What else? Now, freaking, let me tell you about Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. That ride is insane. You go through hell at one point. That's kind of crazy. The point is, Fantasyland is kind of this realm of, it's not just for kids, and I hate when people say, you go to Fantasyland? Oh, that's for children. Well, let me tell you something. If Fantasyland is for children, then why don't they just let children through? Why don't they just say, you're out of adults out? In fact, isn't Disneyland just for children? So why don't they just let children come through and not adults? Think about that for a second. If it was just for children, they wouldn't let adults like me in. No would they? No would they? No would they? Chill out. Alright, Fantasyland, keepsake, don't take it out of the park. Don't take any of these lands out of the park. You know why? Because they're so beloved. And if you could build another park Disney, that'd be amazing. Okay, that's it. I want to make sure these videos are short, because I know your attention span is like very, very like, wait, what? Oh, another video? Okay. Have a good day, have a good night, have a blah blah blah. And thank you for coming along to the story. Peace.